Hey guys, it's Ellie. Welcome back to Bite-Sized Book of Mormon. I'm glad to have you with me. So if you've never been here before, this is just a podcast where I read through one chapter of the Book of Mormon each episode, and I give a little bit of context, a little bit of insight, a little bit of jokes. Yeah, it's a good time, so stick around. So last chapter is a pretty brief chapter. We read 2 Nephi chapter 6, and this is where Jacob is talking to the people of Nephi and quoting Isaiah to them and then explaining it to them. And so this chapter is going to be a little bit more Isaiah quoted by Jacob. So yeah, I think without further ado, we get started. Yea, for thus saith the Lord, have I put thee away, or have I cast thee off forever? For thus saith the Lord, where is the bill of your mother's divorcement? To whom have I put thee away? Or to which of my creditors have I sold you? Yea, to whom have I sold you? Behold, for your iniquities have ye sold yourselves, and for your transgressions is your mother put away. Wherefore when I came, there was no man, when I called there was none to answer. O house of Israel, is my hand shortened at all, that it cannot redeem, or have I no power to deliver? Behold, at my rebuke I dry up the sea, and I make their rivers a wilderness, and their fish to stink, because the waters are dried up, and they die because of thirst. I clothe the heavens with blackness, and I make sackcloth their covering. So this is really cool, because this is another instance where Isaiah is speaking messianically, aka Isaiah is speaking like the Messiah. I know, it's crazy how that word works. What I really like is in verse 2 where it says, is my hand shortened at all that I cannot redeem, or have I no power to deliver? It's like, do you think that I can't save you? Even though you're sitting, and even though you've sold yourselves for your iniquities, as it says in verse 1. He's like, no, don't underestimate my saving power. I have eternal mercy and grace and love, and I want to see you succeed. My hand is not shortened. I can redeem. I have the power to deliver you. Like, that's a really powerful statement. I really like that. The Lord God hath given me the tongue of the learned, that I should know how to speak a word in season unto thee, O house of Israel. When ye are weary, he waketh morning by morning. He waketh mine ear to hear as the learned. The Lord God hath opened mine ear, and I was not rebellious, neither turned away back. I gave my back to the smiter, and gave my cheeks to them that plucked off the hair. I hid not my face from shame and spitting. But I really like these couple sections where he's like, I have the tongue and the ear of the learned. Like, I'm smart, and God has helped me become such. But what I really like about these sections is in verse 6, where he says, I gave my back to the smiter, and he hid not his face from the shame and the spitting. And that, to me, is just like another explanation of Jesus' courage. Because Jesus went through a lot during his life. And if you read the New Testament, there's so many instances where he's like beaten or kicked out or whatever, like atonement aside, crucifixion aside, he still went through a lot during his life. And he's like, I didn't need to hide from them. I let it all happen to me. And that is just like a powerful phrase. He's like, I did not hide my face from shame because, I don't know, do you think it has something to do with like not being able to feel shame or not caring about shame if you are one with God or you have like a higher purpose in God? You think that's related? I think it might be. That's pretty interesting. For the Lord God will help me, therefore shall I not be confounded. Therefore I have set my face like a flint, and I know that I shall not be ashamed. And the Lord is near, and he justifieth me. Who will contend against me? Let us stand together. Who is mine adversary? Let him come near me, and I will smite him with the strength of my mouth. Whenever I read this, I always kind of imagine someone just like puckering their lips and smacking someone with their lips. Because it's like smiting him with the strength of your mouth. But obviously it means like the strength of your word and stuff like that. But yeah, I really like these last two verses. God will help me and I will not be confounded. I will not feel ashamed. We will stand together. Who will contend against us? By the power of my word, I will contend against them. Like, this is a reminder how powerful Jesus is. And how much he can help us live life. Like, he can contend with those that contend with us, with his mouth, as we've seen. And, like, he's asking us to stand together. His face is set like a flint, which I think just means to be confident and not flinch, I guess. That's kind of awesome, really. I want to be yoked to someone that does all of these awesome things, who helps protect me, who helps strengthen me, who contends with those that contend with me. Like, I want that. For the Lord God will help me, and all they who shall condemn me, behold, all they shall wax old as a garment, and the moth shall eat them up. Who is among you that feareth the Lord, that obeyeth the voice of his servant, that walketh in darkness and hath no light? Behold, all ye that kindle fire, that compass yourselves about with sparks, walk in the light of your fire, in the sparks which ye have kindled. This shall ye have of mine hand, ye shall lie down in sorrow. Also in verse 10, it says, "Who among you fears the Lord? Like, who walks in darkness and has no light?" And I think that he's asking those questions because, I mean, this is, again, Isaiah speaking messianically, but I think that, Isaiah's Messiah is asking these questions because he wants to find those to help. He wants to be like, who needs my light? Who walks in darkness? Who fears me? Let me help them. So yeah, this was a pretty short chapter. Obviously, it was only 11 verses, pretty short. But there were a lot of really cool phrases. And I'm pretty sure this was just straight Isaiah. I don't think this had any commentary from Jacob. If I missed any, let me know. But I just like how it paints Jesus as just like our partner. He cannot be confounded. He has the voice of the learned, and he seeks out those who walk in darkness. That's what I'm taking from this. And so I really like that. It's inspired, and like I said earlier, I am happy to be yoked to someone like this. I want to be yoked to someone who can help me and can lift me up and support me, and I only wish that there was more I could give in return that was even a little bit equal to what he gives me, because everything I offer him is so woefully inadequate. Not only because I'm imperfect, but also just because, like, he's doing all this for me, and I don't have that ability, So I can't really pay him back equally, and yet he doesn't care because he does it anyways. He's not doing it for the payment, he's doing it for us, he's doing it for his love for us, and that is really cool. Anyways, yeah, such a good chapter. So yeah, I think that's going to be the episode for today. Thank you so much for listening. There are those links in the show notes as per usual. One of them is a web version of the Book of Mormon, and the other two are app downloads of the Book of Mormon, all of which are free. So if you don't have your own copy and you want to read along, which I highly recommend, then you should definitely go and click on those and get your own copy so you can read along. There's also a link down there called Let Me Know You Learned, and that is a place where you can let me know you learned. Oh my gosh, what a concept. It's crazy how that works. So yeah, you can message me there. You can message me with your interpretations of this Isaiah, because like I said, it's kind of difficult to parse for a lot of us because it's so different from the Book of Mormon itself. And it's written in more like a poetry format in a completely different cultural context than we're reading this in. So yeah, let me know if you have any interesting things that you want to tell me about Isaiah, or if you just have other neat tidbits that you want me to know about. So yeah, let me know. Nerding out about the Book of Mormon is totally my thing. So yeah, thank you again for listening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.